Hi, the Joyful Yogini here. Happy Wednesday. It's time for Intuition Wednesday. Both Chewy and Gracie are here. Chewy just a moment ago was getting a little jealous, petting Gracie and not him. Just like kids, you know? You're like, okay, I'll get you both at the same time. Who else needs some love? For Intuition Wednesday, if you've never joined me for Intuition Wednesday, the way it works is I'm going to pull some cards and I'm setting the intention for us to receive messages that divinely guided messages that are for our highest and greatest alignment for us to receive at this time. And I normally do that when I'm pulling cards, but the difference is all the cards you might not resonate with. It might be one or maybe more of the cards, right? Maybe two cards will resonate, maybe three. And you have to figure that out. Well, you don't have to go like think, but this is an opportunity to practice your intuition. So you can use your five senses to tune into the cards. So I'll be showing you the backs of the cards and you can use your five senses. So you can start by looking at the back of the card and see if you're drawn to a certain area of the card. Maybe it will look light, maybe it will look dark. All the backs of the cards are going to be identical. So you'll see if there's actually any differences that could be coming from your mind's eye based on the energy of the card. Then you can close your eyes and you can see where you're feeling the energy of the cards within your body. Even though the backs of the cards are identical, the feeling of the cards are all going to be very different. Now, for Christmas, or yeah, I guess it was for Christmas, I got myself this tarot deck. I normally just use oracle cards. So I've been slowly teaching myself the tarot deck as I've been going through it. Normally, I just look at a card and then I channel the messages through. So what will most likely happen is I will just start channeling the messages through, and then I get to refer to the book and see what additional messages, or it might go to the book right away, or I might do channeling right away. We'll just go with the flow. That's what I do, is I'll go with the flow. And speaking of going with the flow, I keep on mentioning this. The essential oil Arbor Vitae really helps you to go with the flow. It's from a cedar tree. I love the smell of cedar, you know? If you walk into a cabin and the walls are all made of cedar, it smells so good. Or you open up a cedar chest, it smells so good. Arbor Vitae, though, the smell of it, it's like a skunky cedar. It's like a skunk sprayed on a cedar tree. That's like, I'm really selling the oil, aren't I? But you can always put it on the bottoms of your feet if you don't like it. I actually put it in my bucket when I'm going to mop the floors. So I'll have water, I'll have vinegar, I'll have a little spray of Dawn dish soap in there. And then it's not always going to be Arbor Vitae, but lately that's what's been needing. So I'm helping everyone in my family to kind of go with the flow as I'm using it to clean my house. All right. So isn't this beautiful? So anyways, I love this deck. Anytime you get a new deck, it's just exciting. I have a chair here. I'm just going to, sorry, shoot you. I'm just going to use that to place it on. See the power. Feel the power of the cards. Yas Queen. You look snatched for the gods. Work. Also, dog is cuteness overload. Totally. I know. Total cuteness overload. Oh my goodness. I feel like a bad dog mom. I really do, because she has to get shaved down 4 times a year because I don't brush them every day, right? I have 2 dogs. I don't brush them every day. We go outside for walks. When they get wet, their hair starts to mat. And so I need to shave them down. And the lady said, "Do you want the usual?" I'm like, "Yeah, the usual." Not even thinking about how short the usual is. And today it was minus 19 out. And sometimes when the wind chill, oh my goodness, there's been days that it's been minus 29, minus 30 with the wind chill. So I'll put a coat on her, and then she's still like, "Oh my God, what are you doing to me?" She ends up being like a dogsicle. Makes me feel so guilty. So I didn't even walk her today because I felt so bad because it's just too cold for her. Good morning. You're wearing your no wedding ring on here. Hoping things are going well for you. Sending beautiful energy your way. Trust your path. Hey, oh, I love your name. The username, Trust Your Path. That is so great. No, none. It's done. We're still in the same house, but this is my moonstone. That is my moonstone, helping me to be patient and gentle and within my compassion. And some days it's a little harder than others with what we're going through over here. Did I miss one of the messages here? Oh no, I got it. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. So what do we need for this week? So again, one or more of these cards will have a message for you, and you can use your intuition to see which cards are for you. So that's going to be card number one. Again, I'm using a tarot deck, which I'm still getting used to. So I don't necessarily know all the meanings of wands and pentacles and swords and things like that, cups. I'm learning it. So, hey, some of you might be amazing with tarot. And if you want to add some additional meaning in there, messages that come to your mind, you can throw them out there. Share the knowledge. All right. So this is card number one. I'm just going to show you the back of the card. I'm going to show you the back of the card with all of them to start. Okay. So you can just stare at the card. See if you're drawn to a certain area of the card. Can I get this one closer this way? Yeah, maybe it's easier to have the cards on both screens this way. Itchy nose. Okay, so after you've stared at the card for a while, you can just see whether you're getting any messages, and you might not. So if you don't get a message, it might mean there's not a message for you for this particular card. Or you might get a message of a no, this card isn't for you, or a yes. And feel free to ask for a specific type of message for whether it's a no or whether it's a yes. Or if you hear things, you might get a word coming in or a phrase coming in. A knowing might just wash over you, or an emotion might come up. So with your eyes closed, we're also feeling where the energy for this card might be within our body. Okay, so that's card number one. If I didn't hold this card up long enough for you, you can let me know. But otherwise, that is card number one. And you can write in the comments if you got anything, because it would help you to remember too. Oh, card number one, what did I get for that? Because you can scroll back and then we can even delve in a little bit deeper based on the message that you got and how it maybe relates to the cards, right? Here's card number two. Card number two. So if you haven't yet closed your eyes, you can close your eyes. See where you feel this within your body. Use your five senses to bring through whatever information that might come in or might not, right? You might not get anything. Or as I said before, you might get a no, you might get a yes. Okay, so if I haven't held this card up long enough for you, let me know. I can always go back and hold up whichever card. Oh, I want to see what message that is. Okay, so that was card number two. There are two more cards to bring up. The moonstone ring is lovely. You're a strong, beautiful messenger. Oh, trust your path. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Some days I definitely feel stronger than others, right? Got the waves going on over here. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. So card number three. Card number three. So just look at the card to start. I know it looks exactly the same as the other cards, but you're just looking to see if you're drawn to a different area of the card. and using the your sight. Is there, you know what, especially with this pattern, you might have different images that come up. You might notice different patterns within the card that maybe you didn't notice before. Maybe it almost looks like an object in there, an animal. If you haven't yet close your eyes and see if you feel the energy in any area of your body. So, again, one or more cards will have a message for you. And you can see if you get a yes or a no. And this is like practicing of, what does my yes feel like? What does my no feel like? How do your angels and guides want to communicate with you? How does your higher self want to communicate with you? All right, so that's card number 3. If you want me to put it back up, let me know. If you're watching this after the fact, obviously you can pause it for as long as you want. Here is card number 4. So once again, looking at the outside or looking at the back side of the card, see if it looks any differently to you, and then close your eyes, see if you feel the energy of the card, maybe in a certain chakra, if you know anything about energy centers. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. Just if you feel it in a certain area, take note of that. Write in the comments if you get anything. Card number 1, this is what I got. Card number 2, this is what I got. You can make this interactive. I love it when it's interactive. And as I do the reveal, feel free to ask whatever questions that you want. If you want to add to things, from your own experience, your own abilities as a healer, you can share your thoughts. We can learn together. All right, so that's card number 4. So I'm going to do the reveal now. As I said, I'm going to channel some messages, but I'll also go to the book as a way for me to learn about the wands and the cups and things like that. Okay, so card number 1, 8 of Pentacles, and we have the spider web. So when the message that wants to come through with the spider and the spider web is that you are in the midst of creating a whole new structure for yourself. We are in a place of new beginnings, and you've been getting more and more clarity. And this web feels very strong. So with you knowing yourself as well as you do now, and there's still an unfolding happening 100%, especially this week. We have some big integration of high vibrational energies that are coming in, and you might find that you need to slow down and have some quiet space. And then as you have your energy to take action and to do things. But a lot of this structure is occurring now based on your alignment and your integration of these new high vibrational energies. And we really need to focus on what we want to build, what we want to create. And that makes me think of the movie Charlotte's Web, when the spider would create that web and write these words. This, I can't even remember some of the words that he would write, but obviously he would think that through, decide what he was going to make, and then create the beauty of it. So as you've been getting more clarity, and as you listen, you're open to the signs, and you move forward, you're creating that masterpiece, magnificent masterpiece based on your own individual alignment. And I'm feeling some hurt within the heart right now. So those of you who are resonating with card number 1, I feel like there's pain in the heart, and it's like the failing that has happened before. And I'll read your messages shortly, okay? So it's failing what has happened in the past, and we're healing that, because that is not who you are. You are not the same person that you were 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, let's say. You're not the same person. So what you're creating now is going to be more solid than it's ever been before. And so you're not going to have the same results that you had before. So it really is about standing in your power, the magnificence of who you are. That word just keeps on coming up, magnificence, right? Because you are pretty damn magnificent. So I am going to read your comments, and then I'll go to the book for the Eight of Pentacles. What am I looking at? Rambo Red Devil. I am. What's this? Anyone in the chat? Yeah, we have some people here. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Trust Your Path, for sharing that. She's drawing tarot cards for the week. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So we'll go to the Eight of Pentacles and see what specific message wants to come up for us here. Okay. Craftsmanship, skill. The spider is a true master of her craft. She weaves against all odds with skill, intricacy, and confidence. The Eight of Pentacles requires a similar approach. Hone your skills. You are close to finding mastery at your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy. Start a project, become good at it. Okay, cool. I think the messages, I feel like the messages that already came through is exactly what we needed to hear. But some of you might relate more so to, yeah, I need a new hobby. I need to unleash my creativity in a different way. Oh, you have that deck? You throw Bobcat or Ethereal? Very cool. I just got it. Just getting used to it. I like it. It's not like a dark, there's some tarot decks I found like the messages are kind of more dark, and I don't find this. I don't find that with this deck. I really like it. All right. The next one is the Two of Swords. Get that nice and close there. Look at the beautiful, there's a sun, but it looks like an eclipse, right? At the top. So when I think of, first of all, when I think of the sun is our masculine energy. The sun is like, hey, Cree, how are ya? What does that say? I am late. Do I get a spanking? Damn straight, you get a spanking. SGM, hey, SGM, how are ya? Yeah, so when I think of the sun, I think of the action. It's the masculine side, is like to go after our dreams. And also now I am going to go to the book for this too, but when I'm feeling the energy of the swords, and the swords are upright, like it does not seem like it's going to harm me. It feels like it's going to uncover what needs to be done. So like right now that it's showing that we have the eclipse there, so there's some information that is hidden, and we will be getting more clarity to be able to go after what we want. I'm going like this because it's like the swords are gonna we're gonna spear what we want to go after. I'm gonna go right to the deck or the book, and then we're gonna see what other information comes through. What does it say? Yes, it has nice art, a bit Victorian almost. Yeah, you would be here. I would be there? I'm not too sure what you mean. I think I'd like you to elaborate on that. Okay, Pentacles, Swords. Two of Swords. Block division, stalemate. So, right, not seeing clearly because of that eclipse. The Two of Swords depicts two opposing forces that have reached a stalemate. You cannot progress forward with either a relationship or a life decision. There's an answer that's being blocked, maybe by choice. Many times this card will indicate you do not wish to face the truth. The light will reveal. So we are going to be getting more clarity, but we need to be open to seeing the truth. So there might be something that we haven't been quite open to. And so it's really good that we're getting this message so we can, okay, so they're just showing me taking off your glasses. So it's like we might be looking at a particular situation with our glasses smeared with, let's say, Vaseline or wax, and so you can't see very well. And so by us taking those off, then we will have more clarity. So we first have to realize that our vision might be a little bit blocked right now, and we have to be open to seeing it, because if we're not going to be open that something might need to change, then the change won't happen, because you're just so closed off to what the actual truth is. So sit with this. I think, like, even journaling about it to get clearer. Okay, this guy is funny as all, not you. Okay. CBD alone is effective in treating Tourette's syndrome. Okay. Why are you going with that? Is it because my head tremors? Okay, so that was card number 2. Let's go card number 3. 3 of Cups. Can everyone see that okay? Awesome. Okay. Okay, so we also have, so I'm seeing the sun. We also have red, orange, and yellow on the card. That I'm really drawn to the colors right now. Red, orange, and yellow. Um, so red is our root chakra. So grounding down is really important right now. We're needing to ground. And grounding down will help us to feel safe, help us to have that solid foundation. And Mother Earth is wanting to assist us right now, helping us to feel safe and to secure, but also to nourish us, right? And when we bring in the energy of Mother Earth, we're bringing in the energy of all the crystals that are found all over the world within Mother Earth. We're bringing in the energy of the plants and the trees and the fruits and the vegetables and the animals. We're bringing that all in. So, and you can even, when you're going out for a walk in Mother Nature, and we need to get out there, right? We need to get outside and just dress. If you're in a cold place like I am, Ontario, Canada, it has been pretty cold lately. You need to dress warmly and still get out there. And then you can set the intention to draw in the beautiful, perfect, unique combination of Mother Earth nutrients that you need as an individual, to help us to balance and to refuel and to ground, right? And then we also need to fuel our second chakra. So that's between our hips. It's the center of, and I'll read all those messages shortly, okay? It's the center of our joy, our creativity, our fertility, our abundance, our sexuality. I know I say this a lot, but some of you are actually new to my stream too. So I want to make sure everyone is aware about the importance of that second chakra. And so we need to fuel it by doing something playful. What will add a little skip in your step? Maybe it's going to be listening to music. Maybe it's going to be dancing. Maybe it's going to be playing an instrument. Maybe it's going to go out with a friend. Do some self-care that will help you to feel playful. So do some things to ignite that creativity, that joy. And that's going to help us to fuel ourselves. It's going to help to fill our cups. And when I think about the cups, I think about abundance, right? Because I think about like a gold chalice, and filling it up and being able to drink from that chalice just feels so abundant. So we need to fill our cups to create more harmony and balance within our life. And so once we have that play too, then it will help us, that energy is moving up and to our solar plexus, below our ribs, above our belly button, and helping us to be within our confidence and our courage and our willpower. And you can even do some yoga poses that are super simple to help with that confidence side of things. So even like a warrior two. So your hips are like open, right? You got the one leg in front, the other leg is behind here. You're reaching with those arms, you're looking over that middle finger. And then, even though you have this beautiful twist, you have this like wide stance standing in your power. It could really help with that confidence. But something so simple is you just do a forward fold, well, just as long as you don't have heart issues and you're not going to pass out by bringing it below your heart, right? But if you bring your head down, you're folding over, and it also helps with digestion, and it's going to help to build up that strength in your solar plexus. So I want to see what the card says, but I feel like success and abundance is coming, and it's important for you to start at the root to work yourself up. So mother nature, play and creativity, and finding ways to stand in your power and being all of who you are. Okay, so let's see what the book says. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a lovely card. It foresees you in the company of amazing friends, creating memories together that you'll forever hold dear. These are not any old friends, they are people with whom you feel a rare connection. With them, you feel truly yourself. Enjoy every minute of their company. This card also indicates an upcoming celebration. Love abounds. So, this card, Three of Cups, is about friendship, joy, bounty. I love it. To me, that makes total sense now. So, if you're coming in later, I'm just getting used to tarot. I normally just channel cards and just use Oracle. So this is good. And you see like the three friends just like hanging out, right? Hanging out on the tree. Oh, there you can see it better. I think it was a bad light for Reddit peeps. And yeah, filling your cups, having fun, being playful, and then you'll reap the abundance. Okay, so let me back up. Okay, so S bro, yes. Okay, so you were talking about Tourette syndrome. I don't have Tourette syndrome, but I do have head tremors. I don't have Parkinson's. The doctors don't know why I have this, but I it's I believe it's associated with my nervous system. I've also had a lot of neck and head injuries, and I channel in high vibrational energy coming down. And so it's just like my head can't necessarily hold it all together. And with everything that I've been going through over the past several years, my nervous system has taken its toll. Right. So I'm working on healing it as I decrease my stressors. Ethereal Bobcat says, I don't know. Gossip? I don't know what that means. Avant garde, stepmom. Okay. Do yoni crystals help with this? With the root chakra, these crystals were supposed to stick up our yoni. Absolutely. Yeah. So it depends on the crystal. It depends on the crystals that you use. So I have yoni crystals. Thank you for bringing them up. Um, yeah, so you can look for ones that are more grounding. Um, Lately, I had been using my rose quartz a lot because I've been going through a heart healing. So that heart healing is not necessarily going to ground me down, but it's going to help me here, right? But yeah, that's an awesome question. Okay, and the one so Espro, if you're still there about CBD, are you also intuitive? So if you have any more information that you want to share about that, I'd love to hear it if you're still there. Oh, you have rose quartz, Ethereal. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, a lot of us are going through a heart healing right now, if not all of us. So I think the rose quartz, no matter what, will be really beneficial. All right, the final card. So card number 4 is the Hermit. And you can see that the turtle is inside its shell. And you can just see the face kind of popping out. And so the message that I'm getting from this is that we need to go within. We're going to need to take that time, maybe several times this week, getting that quiet time, going within. Maybe it's meditating, maybe it's just sitting quiet, maybe we're journaling, Maybe you're going to use your pendulum and ask questions. If you pull cards yourself, maybe you're going to take the time to pull some cards from yourself and listen and see what messages come in. You can see what messages are coming in for you right now, because that quiet time is going to help us to get clear. It's going to be that guiding light. You can see like the flame at the top. We need to have clarity. To get that clarity, we need to get quiet. We can't be trying to figure things out. We need to calm the mind and be open and allow the messages to come in. So let's see what the book says for us right now. You can let me know if any of these cards have resonated for you. Let's see. Where is the Hermit? The Hermit. Solitude meditation. The idea of being a hermit is not supported in our society, but in the realm of tarot, hermits are highly celebrated and valued creatures. Through meditation, solitude, and stillness, they bring wisdom to all. When this card appears, it's time to step back from the business of day-to-day life and focus on your inner realm. Become more aware. If you're intrigued by meditation, start now. Spend time by yourself. Your inner fire is ready to be lit. It will shine for all to see. Nice. Okay, cool. So does anyone have any questions? Does anyone want to go deeper in maybe any of the cards that resonated for you? Any of you have anything going on that you, interesting card, says Cree. Okay, Ethereal Bobcat. Can I just say there are lots of young women out here, including myself and others, all backgrounds. But for us who need role models in our lives, you bring a lot of value of those of us seeking that guidance. Oh, Ethereal Bobcat, you're awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That warms my heart. I'm so glad that I can be a role model. I know I'm definitely nowhere near perfect, right? I'm just doing the best that I can, and if I can, share some knowledge to help to bring more ease and peace in your heart, help you to have more compassion for yourself and for the people around you, help to spread joy, help to light up your life, then I feel like I'm doing a good thing then, right? So thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I think as what I've been finding, I'm sure you've heard this before if you are in the spiritual area of things, that as you get deeper and more committed to your spirituality, and you really rely on the messages that you get, and you trust in that, you'll find that people in your life can just fall away because they don't get it. And sometimes that can be also really tough. Um, but it's also about noticing the amazing people that then step in, right? And that part is super cool. And then seeing how you're more and more in alignment with the people that you're surrounding yourself by. So that part is super awesome. And that's what we should be doing, right? We should be surrounding ourselves with people who love and appreciate us. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? Does anyone want me to pull a card for you in any particular area of your life? You can have a focused question, or you could just say, I don't know, just let me know. Let me know if there is anything that wants to come through. What does SGM say? Modern model spiritual guru. SGM, that's pretty cool. I don't know if you're referring to me being a guru, but I don't feel that I would be. I don't know. I think that's a term that is pretty. I don't know. I would definitely not consider myself a guru, and I think maybe I need to reconsider the thought of that word, right? I just know so many people have an association with guru as they must have an ego. At least that's what I've heard from other people. So that's why I'm like, well, I don't want to associate with that word. But I think I need to also let that association go too. Cree Warrior says, reaffirms my thoughts. Matriarchs are lost in modern society, need teachers. Yeah. Yeah, we do need teachers, and you are a teacher yourself. All of you are a teacher in your own way, and right? And it's looking for those opportunities when it's right to be able to share what you have to offer, or when we're supposed to be the student, and we need to like take in learnings from other people, and sometimes hearing those hard things to hear to be able to make some positive changes in our life. Guru, lol. Yeah, I don't know. I've had, how many years ago? I don't know. It might have been 5 or 10 years ago or something like that. That's a pretty big span. But I had one of my really good friends say, "Oh, I hate that word, guru," and it really kind of tainted my opinion of it, because I'm like, "Wow, she has such a visceral, judgmental reaction towards that word." So I'm like, "I'm gonna stay away from it." But anyways, that just shows how things you hear and see and experience from other people can then distort your own perceptions about things, right? Okay. I'm laughing. Awesome. I figured that. I figured that with your LOL. So, does anyone have any questions? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone else have a bad sleep last night? I Maybe I shouldn't designate it as bad. I should watch my wording on that. I woke up a lot. I just kept waking up. It's been happening a lot lately, just disruption within the sleep. And I think it's because the energy coming through, especially around 3, 4 in the morning, that's when it can get really intense, when the veil um, is very thin, right? And so comes through, and then as we're integrating it, we can be stirring. And if you're sensitive to energy, I think that's why I'm having disruptive sleeps, but I think also because of different things that are going on in my life. So I'm just curious if you've been having a disruptive sleep too. Anyways, I don't think anyone's looking for any cards. So I'm going to wrap this up. So this was Intuition Wednesday, and I do this every Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm also here on Mondays for the weekly reading. And again, that's around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Fridays, I do Feel Good Friday, and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But my Feel Good Friday is actually on YouTube, my YouTube channel, which is the Joyful Yogini, and it's also on Instagram. So if you're interested in supporting me in my other social media spaces, hey, I would love it for you to come on board. You can always go to my Instagram, because my link tree is within the bio, and then you can join my other social media if you want. So my Instagram is the.joyful.yogini. So it's the joyful yogini, dots in between. Okay. And I do one-on-one coaching sessions. So if you're interested in a one-on-one consultation, I do that. And so it's channeled reading and energy healing. And if you're interested in yoga, I also teach yoga, and it's live on Zoom. And I also have one spot left on a Thursday night for a one-on-one uh, yoga session. So if someone's interested in that, I have one spot left Thursday night. Okay. So, Cree, what are you saying there? Restless nights here. Okay. Yeah. I guess we're going through some changes, and we're heading towards a new moon. Is that a Monday? So as we're working up to the new moon, we're still releasing some stuff and start to get clear about what you're creating. And we will get that clarity as we go into that hermit stage, as that card came up, getting quiet to create the clarity. All right, everybody. It. So from my light to your amazing light, namaste. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to say goodbye on YouTube first. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye. All right. So